Alex Jones. Tonight's guest came to a sticky end at the hands of Bill Sykes in Oliver, but please, sir, we want some more of Jodie Prenger. Of course, you came to everybody's attention when you wouldn't do anything and got the role of Nancy in West End. So I'll tell you what, let's just remind ourselves of the restrained, reserved and humble way that you received that news.
Oh, really?
Jodie! And then it hits another level.
Wow.
Here we go.
Oh, she keeps going.
It's wonderful.
How cruel of you to laugh. Oh, do you know what? It was just the most. I've seen better heads on a witch doctor's belt. I just wish... I wish I had control over what my face was doing. It was just... It wasn't right, was it?
Well, you can't help it, can you?
But did you react the same way? Did you recreate that face when he found out you'd won the role in Candy Cats?
Almost, I did. I actually phoned my mum and dad. I was like, oh, I'm going to have a role of Diana. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, still as embarrassing now. Okay. We'll calm down now, and we'll talk about it a bit more later on.
Yeah, it starts tonight. Brilliant stuff. Right, surveys continue to throw doubt on the amount of enthusiasm around for watching the royal wedding on TV.
Well, women will be watching, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, you may be right, but as Carrie's found out, the wedding is set to make some people very happy, even if they don't watch a minute of it.
As Kate and Will's wedding draws closer, London is bracing itself for over 1 million tourists.
I come from the north, so of course I look sharp.
I just think I can't believe it. It's ludicrous, isn't it? I know. It's a day it should be celebrated. See, prints and tea towels.
Yeah.
Pick a bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Who can we think of, Alex, who can give us the latest news on the wedding preparation?
Yeah, which member of the One Show family is closest to royalty that we know?
Yeah, well, Dan Snow was busy, we called him.
Yeah, Ben Fogel's off rowing somewhere.
Yeah, Miranda's still stuck in that fish tank up in Fife.
Of course. So who have we got left then?
Giles, come on in, good to see you. You've got a bow and curtain. Curtains too.
Well, you even come with your own trumpet as well.
Everyone talk about it.
Actually, if you really want to cash in on the royal wedding, you have a wonderful opportunity because Kate's childhood home is up for sale. It's in Berkshire.
It looks lovely.
The lovely village of Bradfield. There it is.
How much?
A few up, a few down. Just under $500,000 is the asking price. But you could own, you know, the childhood home of a Queen of England one day.
Well,
The price will go up and up and up. And that's for sale at the end of May.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and people are cashing in, you know? I mean, whatever we may think of it here, how many people watch in this country? And when Charles and Diana got married, 750 million people watched around the world. Now they reckon globally, some 2 billion folk will be tuned in to this royal wedding in April. And that means a lot of bucks for people like the American networks because they're selling advertising during the commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's the thing, of course, you know, even though people in the UK might not be excited, the Americans are going nuts for it.
The world, it is a global brand, royalty, because you get history and fairy tale. This is a princess, not any princess, but somebody who one day will be queen.
Yeah.
Of course.
They're going to be inundated with gifts as well, aren't they?
Well, they are getting, I mean, they're getting married at Westminster Abbey, where before them, the last sort of famous couple to get married there, really famous couple, is the present queen. She married Prince Philip there back in 1947. He wasn't a prince then, he was merely Philip Mountbatten. He became Duke of Edinburgh that day. And when they got married, their presents, well, they got lots of things. They got a hunting lodge, for example, from the people of Kenya.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Yeah.
They also got 500 cases of tinned pineapples.
Like you do.
Like you do.
We may mock, but this was 1947, after the war, rationing was still going on, and so the people of Queenston thought that was a generous gift, and of course, the pineapple was passed on. They got nylon stockings, I don't think Prince Philip did, I think the Queen, they were for the Queen. They got a horse from the Aga Khan, and the great Mahatma Gandhi, he knitted them, wove them a piece of cloth, a beautiful piece of cloth that Queen Mary mistook for being a loincloth. It's actually a little tray covering.
But aren't they donating their prizes to charity, like the presents to charity?
They're not prizes, they're presents.
Prizes?
It's pointing prizes. When you get married, you get presents from nice people. And yes,
Depends who you're marrying.
26 different charities have been nominated.
Lovely,
And all sorts of causes are going to benefit from it. But they'll get presents as well. They've asked for presents to go for their place in Anglesey.
Well, I mean, you know, information is filtering through slowly but surely. The one thing we don't know is the dress, of course. Jodie, will it be anything similar to this, we wonder?
Oh.
So you look lovely there.
That was a Madonna shoot, like a virgin.
Lovely.
Oh, do you think she'll wear one of them?
Who knows?
Well, listen, if all of this talk of royal weddings is getting a little bit too much for you, somebody has thought to produce this. It's a souvenir, Wills and Kate sick bag.
Yeah, thrown up, it says.
It does at the top.
Which is
there.
good.
Yeah.
There we are.
Thanks, Charles.
Good. Thank you very much. Jodie, you're appearing as Lady of the Licks at the moment in Spamalot, aren't you? So how do you feel in front of a live audience every night? You must be nervous.
Oh, you do. You get so nervous. But it's a really bizarre thing. Everything shakes. Your palms sweat. But when you're on, you're fine. But to have that kind of... Do you guys get nervous before the show?
Yeah.
Do you?
Depends who the guest is. As Sarah Jarvis has discovered, the terrifying physical symptoms of a fully blown panic attack can take over a sufferer's life.
For more information on where to get help, go to our website.
Right, Jodie, you are a little bit anxious yourself tonight, aren't you? It's a bit of a big debut this
It is a
evening.
big debut.
A couple of hours.
I know.
Handicapped.
Kind of cabs, BBC One, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and as you were saying before, it's proper acting and everything.
It's real acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything. It's like Coronation Street meets Desperate Housewives.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it,
Isn't it? No, it's really, really good. And we kind of filmed loads of it back in June, so it's been that big anticipation of, like, releasing it to the world.
And you play a bit of a gobby northerner.
What are you trying to say?
Well, and I was going to ask you, it's a bit of a stretch, that.
I had to really deep inside for my character. She is. Diane, she's got 3 kids. Husband Frank's on disability, but he just got caught playing five-a-side. So things aren't looking good for her. But she's a great character, and but all the characters are in it that are just true kind of feisty, northern, funny,
Okay.
wonderful.
Well, let's have a look at Di.
Here we go.
Auntie Di, what's happened? Where's the cab? They pulled up the garage. She couldn't stop laughing. Oh, I'm thinking. And I'd just been to the car wash and I didn't know if I were picking up the baby or if my mum were. And if she were, then I'd not be left enough milk in
Stephen
the
Hawking talks quicker than you, Di. For God's sake, spit out what's happened.
You know, you said it were a diesel. You put petrol in.
Oh, sorry. It's a good cast as well, isn't it?
Great
It reminds
cast.
me of a bit of a younger Calendar Girls. You know, the warm feeling of sort of strong women together.
That kind of whole, everyone kind of really pitched in and had a great time doing it. But it's one of those, you'll sit and you'll watch it and you'll see all these familiar faces. Like, do you remember Dennis Pennis, Dennis Lawson, Claire Sweeney? You just go on, but a wonderful, wonderful cast.
Yeah. And obviously you've got a bit of driving in it as well, so
Yeah.
what are you...
What do you know the truth? I actually failed my test in the morning and passed in the afternoon.
Hang on a minute.
Well, no, wait for it. No, you haven't heard the best yet. My mum, because I failed for driving too slow. So my mum is the most amazing, feisty woman you would ever meet, and she went storming down to the driving centre and demanded for the guy to come out who failed me. Oh, he was so scared. So yeah.
Had another go?
Yeah, I had another go in the afternoon, and I passed. I don't know if that anything had to do with my mum. Yeah,
Probably, like Dag. Well, people assume that you're an overnight success, but of course you grafted really hard, didn't you? And your rise to the top was quite traditional, I suppose.
It was. I mean, I did some great venues that, they had, I was saying the other day, they had chicken wire in front so they don't chuck ashtrays at your head. And there was ones that if you go in...
Hang on. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I did.
Chicken wire?
Chicken wire, so they don't chuck kind of the glasses and their ashtrays at your head.
Word.
I loved it. Yeah, they were really good, but I really did graft and I did the cruise ships for Disney and really worked and tried so much to get into the West End, so it goes to show that you put your graft in and
it pays off,
It does pay off.
It pays off. Good.
Well, this new series is based on a company in Warrington called Pink Ladies, and as you stole their jobs, Jodie, we thought it would be nice to let the real life Pink Ladies have a crack at yours. And just a warning, they're very pink.
I'll go anywhere I see. Would you climb the hill? Anything, where a daffodil
Absolutely. Well, Candy Cab starts on BBC One at 9 p.m. tonight.
Right, Labour's flagship short-start childcare centres are under threat because of cutbacks.
But the government says it's not just about money. It's claimed the scheme's been hijacked by posh mums who want childcare on the cheap, as Simon Bozeman reports. About, pushing middle-class parents, pulling strings to help get their kids jobs. Do you see it in the acting world where mum and dad sort of helps get the child, helps get them the first step on the ladder?
Yeah, you do actually. I used to teach singing years ago, and you do find that there are pushy parents out there that maybe if their dreams have dwindled, they do push the kid, and it's sad. You shouldn't really do that. The kids will choose in the end anyway, don't they?
Right, yeah. Well, thanks to Ruth Goodman's series on hygiene through history, we've learned exactly how the Romans, Tudors and Georgians kept their bodily bits and bobs clean.
Yeah, tonight she looks at how Victorian times heralded the end of the soap dodger. Well, listen, I mean, of course, Oliver was saying Victoria. Yeah. So did you come into contact with any penal soap? Is that wrong?
Did you say that right? We spent a night in there, not with the soap obviously, but we spent a night in a Victorian house and we had to cook over a stove soup. But it was canned soup. But it was really quite nice to take away all the technology. It was nice.
And it helped with the role,
Yeah, it did. Do you miss that role? I do. Do you know, I miss the kids and I miss the dogs and I miss the cats. So no, I do. It's great.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Candy Cab starts on BBC One tonight at 9 o'clock.
On tomorrow's show, one of the stars of Martina calls the runaway actor Alan Cumming will be here. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.